Welcome back to the False Nine Podcast here with episode 177, the best podcast in the world.
This one's going to blow up.
Wait, yeah.
You know how I know? 77. Mm-hmm.
We are here with Zachary Wooten and Miles Morales, a.k.a.
Thank you.
What is he? The Amazing No, what Spider-Man is he?
Into the Spider-Verse. He's just Spider-Man.
The Black Spider-Man.
Black Spider-Man, yeah.
Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And this episode is just us and Spidey, and we're just going to talk conspiracies, chit-chat. I think we're going to take an approach of possibly two guests.
When?
And then, no, like two guests, one episode with the guests, and then another week, okay. And then it's just us. Yeah, but we're going to have to incorporate conspiracies in each podcast with the guests, because, bro, like, that's just what the TikTok.
We need to start telling the guests, like, hey, like from the outside, just come with some like, hey, if you're a guest, just come to the podcast with just one good conspiracy that you've, because they probably don't actually watch all the episodes, so they probably don't know. They might come with some crazy shit that we never heard of.
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to start telling them, like, hey, you got a week, just come up with some, like, look up some conspiracies, just come with one.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, TikTok. I appreciate it. We finally hit 10K. I don't know if you've seen that.
I did.
We finally hit 10K. We're like 11.5 thousand right now followers.
Damn.
I really believe after this podcast and all the clips, so like literally a week from now, I think we can be like at 20K, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're going to make some pretty solid clips on this one.
I think so, yeah.
And then, so I appreciate that. I mean, everything's been going up, growing. So it'll be a big milestone at 20K on TikTok, because TikTok will start to pay you after 20K.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Not much, but
yeah, it's like something per 100,000. So
yeah, and it's also like how long they watched your video and shit like that, I think.
And it's for like the first 7 days of the video. So if it goes viral after 7 days, you don't get paid for it. Something like that. I don't know if the rules change, but it's something like that.
Yeah, but once you probably hit that first 20K, then from a lot of creators I see, they had that first like big milestone, and then it's just kind of like a snowball effect from there. It just keeps going. It keeps going up because you get a part of the algorithm. Like you get more in the algorithm.
Yeah, one thing I noticed now with all the videos, like they might not be that good, but at least now every video probably gets over 1,000 views
and getting some interaction too.
Which before at only 4,000, it was just like 100 views, 200, 300. So
you think TikTok is definitely the platform right now?
Oh yeah, bro. That's where it's at. Anybody who wants to do anything, wants to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out TikTok.
No, I mean like for us.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm just saying like I know like universally like TikTok is the platform to get. I'm talking about like for the False Nine. You think that's where it's at right now?
Yeah, that's where we need to be at the most.
The clips for the most part.
Yeah, and the camera quality and the clips.
I think the clips are what. Like I said, when I watch like TikToks, bro, the main TikToks I watch are just clips of podcasts. I don't watch the podcast. I just watch the clips. Yeah. And then I go in there and I go, like this one guy on TikTok, bro.
Yeah.
All he posts is clips. And then once I see one clip, I'm like, wow, this guy's like interesting. Then I go watch all his fucking TikToks.
Oh, shit.
So like one person, if they find interest, they'll go watch all your videos and like, wow, this shit's really interesting. Like I kind of want to. So I think TikTok's what's up. Like for podcasts especially.
Yeah. Agree. Okay, we'll start off with this question. If you could, what's the question? Well, you said you're really upset about this because of. Okay.
So you have a significant other, right?
Yes.
I don't want to hear any comments right now. This is just a podcast. We're just talking, guys talking.
Yep. Chit-chatting.
So if you had a significant other, and if it's like you're a week in or 2 weeks in or whatever, this is not one of them scenarios that I'm talking about. Like, obviously you're not gonna whatever.
Yeah.
So say
like significant other, like a year dating, 2 year dating.
Like I'd say like y'all are like serious-ish, not like married or not like, but like spending every day together and shit like that.
Yep.
Even if it's not that serious, like still, if you know like you like this person or whatever, it could be one of those. So say your girl or my girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you killed somebody or you robbed a bank.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever know. Would ever know. There's no way to prove that you did it. There's no way to get caught. And your girl told you, or your boyfriend, if you're a girl and you did it, They were like, "Hey, I'm gonna snitch on you. I'm gonna rat you out." For what? Like, like?
I know what you mean, bro.
What do you think about that? Like, because I know that the thing, right? I'm your ride or die. Blah blah blah. But when push comes to shove, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that's not really ride or die. Like when shit hits the fan, because I know me, I would never snitch. Yeah. It don't even matter if I hate you, I probably won't snitch on you just because that's kind of I have it tatted on my body. Like I can't go against my code. Mm-hmm. But how do you think about that? Like if you got a significant other or something and they're like, bro, if you do this, I'm gonna rat you out.
Yeah, like if it's like my other half, like I love this person to death. Like even like my family members, like if
my mom ratted on me,
I'm saying like if they did something crazy, I wouldn't snitch on them. I would just be like, how do we make sure you don't get in trouble? You know, and same thing with my significant other. Just be like, how do we make sure that you don't get caught?
Because it's kind of like one of them things. Like, hey, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you don't go down. Mm-hmm. And if you do go down, I'm going down with you because I covered for you. If you did something and I covered for you, I'm gonna get less time.
Yeah.
At least I know that, but at least I tried to. Yeah. I tried to make it to where, if you wanna,
bro, I get it, dude. How many people do you think is out there, bro, like that have done something crazy and like people know and they just don't say nothing?
Okay, this is kind of a fucked up scenario, completely. But I don't know if you've ever done any research or studied Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Okay,
so this situation is kind of a bad scenario because if you rape and kill women, I mean that's kind of another. Like if you're out here raping women, bro,
it's fucked up.
Like,
I mean, it's really fucked up.
It's like I'm probably gonna I might have something to say to the feds about it because I don't agree with that. If it's something I don't agree with, like morally, I'm like, okay, I might rat you out because.
All right, so go on.
But anyways, Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
If you do your research on him, bro, he would have never gotten caught if it wasn't for his girlfriend.
What do you mean? I thought they were ride or die.
Huh?
I thought
Ted Bundy and his girl.
Oh, Ted Bundy. I thought you were talking about Bonnie and Clyde.
No, Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, they died together, whatever. But Ted Bundy, bro, he did all these horrendous crimes, whatever. And he was like smart, witty. He had he was getting his degree in law. Like nobody suspected him. I think then they had the sketch.
He was like his own lawyer too, right?
Yeah, he represented himself. Yeah. And the judge was like, hey, it's a shame that we're in this situation because if this wasn't the case, you would have been a great lawyer. Yeah. Like, cause he was smart, bro. Yeah. So the thing, and it pissed me off. Like in the movie I watched, I was like, dude, this pissed me off because Ted Bundy would have got away with it. I'm glad he didn't. I mean, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But his girlfriend, they drew the sketch of what the guy might look like. And Ted Bundy's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or love or whatever was like, oh my God, it looks like Ted Bundy. Mm-hmm. And she called it in. She was like, hey, I think my boyfriend, that might be him. Might be. Oh. She said might be. But then they started investigating him. And that's when they put him on like 24-hour surveillance or something like that. I forgot exactly. That might not be true, so don't call me out. But they didn't start looking into him until she said, hey, that sketch kind of looks like my boyfriend. Like,
damn.
If she wouldn't have said that, if she wouldn't have called that in, bro, Ted Bundy was still, I mean, he would have gotten away with it because he was smart about it. Yeah. Like he knew the law. He knew what the cops were looking for. He knew what the attorneys were looking for. He knew what everybody was looking for. He would have gotten away with it if she wouldn't have called and said, hey, y'all need to investigate this guy because that looks like my boyfriend or whatever they were. But I was like, this bitch right here, bro, she's the reason he got locked up. But I mean, I was just saying that because the movie like made you kind of like Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Even though you know he's a monster, like he deserves to die. Yeah. But it's still like, damn, bro. It's just crazy. Like if you're, I mean,
it's fucked up. But
if I was raping women, I would expect if I'm with a girl, I would hope she would tell me about that. Yeah. I'm raping women. I would never, or anything to do with kids and women, bro. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You're out of there.
That's a different world.
You're out of there.
Completely off topic. So there's two movies that I recently seen. Are we good? There's two movies that I recently seen. There's a like on the bottom left. There's like a, and it should be red. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I seen a movie called it's just called Gold or The Gold or something like that. It's with Zac Efron. I don't know if you've seen it like on the internet. No. So
Excuse me.
I seen this movie on. The only reason why I seen it is because TikTok, bro. Part 1, part 2, like.
Yeah,
and it kind of gives a voiceover of the movie. So, and I want to talk about it here because this movie is like crazy, bro.
What's it on? What platform?
I forgot what platform it came on, but I just rented it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so Zac Efron is his character, and this is like 2050, bro. This is like after civilization is basically extinct. There's deserts everywhere. Everything's just like shit, right? And so this is like maybe 50, 100 years into the future. And Zac Efron wakes up in this place. He's like, hey, I'm looking for so-and-so. I need to go to this place that was, I guess, far away. I don't know. So he sees the guy. They meet up, and they're driving in the desert. And then he's trying to go work at this place where it's like hard labor. Like it's super crucial conditions. It's crazy. And the guy who's taking him, he's like, hey, man, you're not going to make it. Like he's just trolling him, giving him a hard time.
Gaslighting and shit.
Yeah, so at one point they get somewhere where the car fucks up, and then Zac Efron is taking a piss, and he realizes that he's pissing on what he thinks that's gold. Okay, so you have seen this?
When he's in the desert and the girl, and he's like,
shut the fuck up.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this, and I watched like every single part. I was like, bro, this is good. Is that a real movie?
Yeah, I
thought that was just like,
no, it was a real movie.
Okay.
Really
I know
good.
exactly what you're talking about. That's a movie. I need to go watch.
It's super slow, but like it's kind of good, bro.
Because that was fucked up, bro. When I got to the last part, I was like, what?
So, and
That's
maybe
crazy.
you can insert when I get to the end. Because this is what I think. I think everyone got a different perspective on it. So he pisses on it. The guy comes. He's like, if it doesn't burn like black, then it's gold. So he light it up. It didn't burn. Nothing. They're like, dude, we just found gold, and it was this big old chunk of gold. So then the guy goes, hey, I'm gonna go get this machine. I'll come back. It's gonna take me 5 days.
Yeah.
So Zac Efron has to.
Yeah.
He said 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 4. I don't know. He said a few days.
I thought it was 3, but 5.
And then he leaves, and then Zac Efron's there by himself. He has to survive, and he's never been in
protect the gold.
Yeah, protect the gold, basically, make sure nobody takes it. So then, obviously, he's never been in a situation. He's going through it. There's these dogs. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And each night they get closer and closer to him.
And he uses the torch and shit.
He's trying. They get closer. It's crazy because these dogs I thought they played a pretty big, important role because they get closer and closer each time. Like if they kind of knew, like he was getting weaker and weaker by day, right? Yeah. So then, this big storm comes and fucks everything up, and he's like, the son. I didn't know this, but the lady says it in the movie, and I'll talk about this lady. But the sun, when it gets to your brain, it starts to take out what is it called? Evaporates the water from your brain, so your brain starts to dry up. So then you start hallucinating. Yeah. I didn't know like that was a real thing, right?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah, I forgot exactly the scientific term for it. But when you're in heat for too long,
So that kind of started to happen to him, and then he was out and walking, and he started to see this lady. Saw this lady walk, whatever, and he was all tripped out, freaked out, like. He was just paranoid as fuck, like, oh, she's going to see the gold. And he was just trying to hide it and protect it the whole time. And then eventually, she was asking all these questions, like, what are you hiding from? It seems like you're hiding something. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Because he built like a tent over the gold, right?
No,
was it different?
He built it next to it. It was with the tree.
Okay, I can't remember. Because it was like a week ago when I saw it. But
And then he ended up killing her. And then the dogs... Like he buried her, the dogs unburied her, and then so he ended up burning her. Yeah. And then later throughout the movie, I don't know if you've seen this part or not, if you've seen it on TikTok. Later throughout the movie, the guy, he's there already. Yeah. Yeah.
The old man?
Yeah. So he calls him and he's like, hey man, like I'm still far away, and then he's like, okay, like, I'm almost there. And I don't know how long he's been there. I don't know if it was just that one day or
it said it in the TikToks like it was on day like 4 or something like that. Then he was like, hey, it's gonna be a couple more. I know.
Yeah, like he was already back, but he was just waiting for Zac Efron to die. Yeah, or so, basically lose his shit. So then I don't know where or what happened, but basically the day came where Zac Efron couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, or he ends up like, I don't know if the dogs got him. I forgot already.
I thought he unless it was a hallucination, like he saw another girl. Yes. It was like her twin sister or something sister. Like that. Yeah, her sister. And then I thought she killed him.
I thought No.
But it's been like a week, so I'm not
She
sure.
confronted Zach and was like, hey, did you see my sister? I think you did something with her.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, and then she went on a big spill saying, like, you people from this place, you guys are so fucking greedy. And all you guys want to do, you guys see something, you want to keep it off for yourself.
Yeah.
Basically teaching them a lesson. Like, she already knew the gold was there.
Yeah.
And then, so maybe, I don't know if she does kill him.
I can't remember.
But
I just know he dies.
Yeah, Zach, he ends up dying. So then the old guy pulls up with his tractor, and then he gets bow and arrowed and dies too. She killed him.
See, I didn't see that part. I saw the part where Zac Efron was laying down on the hill, and the old man was on the crest of a different hill with binoculars, like looking down, just kind of.
Yeah, the dogs ate Zac Efron.
Okay.
Because the lady went on that spill and was like, you killed my sister. Like, you guys are greedy. You always trying to, like, only take something that's not even yours. Like, you guys come here and take. And he ends up getting eaten by the dogs. And, like, the guy, I don't know what he says that Zac Efron realizes that he's like, you bitch, you traitor, like, whatever.
Yeah.
He realizes that he's been, and then he ends up going. And as soon as the guy gets off the truck, he gets shot with an arrow, bro.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends.
See, I think I remember that part, but like I watched every part there was on that TikTok like series, and I was like, bro, I want to watch what I thought it was not a real movie.
It's a real
I thought it was
movie,
like just like a short film.
I read the comments.
I thought it was a short film.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people like make like a 20-minute film and then I was like, bro, that's fucking good. I didn't know it was actually movie. I'm going to have to watch it.
And
but I feel like I already saw the most important parts. So
it basically, bro, because everything prior to it gives it more context, but it's basically like from when he sees the lady till the end of the movie. That's when it's like the main part.
Yeah.
It's a short movie. It's like an hour and a half. But anyways, to me, it reminded me a lot of like American history. So like, you know how we took over the Indians and like took their land,
kicked them out. Yeah,
that's how I thought. Like, cause she was like, "You guys are greedy. All you guys want to come here and take something that's not yours, and claim it like it's yours, and you want to keep it off for yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And then when she said that, that kind of hit me like, damn, like that reminds me of like America.
Yeah.
And then, but it was America. So,
does it have like? Was it like a symbolism for that shit, or
I
like
think
are you
so.
just guessing?
I'm just guessing because, like I said,
probably. I mean, I'm sure.
As soon as that guy came, again, greedy, wanted it all for himself, and he ends up dying. And like, I feel like those two ladies, maybe one of them is hallucination, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I think they both knew that the gold was there, and that people come and try and keep it, but they can never survive because of the conditions.
Have you seen that movie Mother or something? It's with Jennifer Lawrence and I forgot who else.
No.
When I first watched it, I didn't really know what it meant until the end, and then I was like, holy shit, bro. But that movie is deep.
Okay, give me a little overview. Don't tell me. If it's a good movie, I would want to watch it.
It's a really good movie, but you have to kind of know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on until like halfway through the movie. I was like, oh my God, this is like a symbolic movie. Like, so the girl in there, Jennifer Lawrence, she represents Earth. Okay. The guy, her husband, is God.
Oh, shit.
But it's just like a regular husband and wife relationship. Like, the husband nurtures her, gives her everything she wants, blah, blah, blah. He gives her a child, which is Jesus. And then in the end, or towards the middle of the movie, it shows like she gives birth to a child. She loves it so much. And she's showing it off to everybody, and they end up killing the baby. Or so I can't remember, man. It's been years since I've seen this. It's so good, bro. But in the end, it's showing like the house that represents the universe, God destroys because something happened that he didn't like. So he destroys the house, burns it on fire, and then they wake up the next morning, and everything's back to normal. So it's basically symbolic of like God and this woman are married, but once everything messes up, he sets it on fire and starts all over again until he gets it right. It's.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I wish I would have seen it more recent, but it's been like years, like a few. It's it's like 5 or 6 years old. But bro, one of the best movies I've ever seen because of it. It's not like a great like, not a lot of action, not a lot of. It's just the symbolism of it is just fucking insane.
Oh, shit.
It's I Am Mother or Mother. It's with Jennifer Lawrence, but bro, One of the best movies I've ever seen. I saw it in theaters. Its symbolism is fucking insane. I don't know what. Yeah, see what kind of reviews it has, because you have to really know.
Looking up something else.
Oh, well, see, look at it real quick. I am Mother.
Let me see. I Am Mother, Jennifer Lawrence. Fuck, it doesn't show the movie.
Let me see, bro.
I think it's just called Mother.
Yeah, Mother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just called Mother. With the exclamation point.
Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, so it's got a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes 68%, 75% on Metacritic, which is actually pretty good for the reviews. Do you want me to read the plot?
Yeah.
A young woman spends her days renovating the Victorian mansion that she lives in with her husband in the countryside. When a stranger knocks on the door one night, he becomes an unexpected guest in their home. Later, his wife and 2 children also arrive to make themselves welcome. Terror soon strikes when the beleaguered wife tries to figure out why her husband is so seemingly friendly and accommodating to everyone but her. It doesn't really make much, but you just watch it. Please.
Okay.
Watch it.
Now,
Mother. It is so fucking good.
Now, there's another movie that I recently just watched too because of TikTok. It's called the Heist of the Century. And
I've heard of it.
It's a Spanish movie.
Never mind. I don't want to watch it.
It's based off Argentina, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the only reason why I think it's kind of cool because it's and this will go now. It'll lead to the main podcast, conspiracies. Anyways, there's a bank obviously in Argentina, and then it's called Banco Rio or something like that. So there's this guy. He's getting off work. I forgot if he's a barber or.
Hey, babe. 1 second. Can you give me a paper towel, please?
Let me see.
I just need to blow my nose.
I forgot if this guy's a barber or if he's some kind of worker that it's everyday worker, and somebody on TikTok is going to correct me. So he goes out, he's getting off his shift, whatever,
mm-hmm.
and then he's smoking a joint, smoking some weed in front of the bank, and then he just goes like this.
Where is this set? Argentina?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Argentina, and then he just flicks his joint and goes on the river, and he looks at the bank like this, and then he looks at like the sewer the circle thing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're called.
Pothole.
The pothole. Yeah. He looks at it, and I think he just like, let me just see where this goes. So he follows it, and it has this exit, and then he goes inside it's like a dam. It's under the sewer. Yeah. He walks in, and he realizes that he gets a group of friends, and he asks them, he's like, hey, like, does this go directly to the bank? And he realized that that's like the bottom of a bank. If you put a hole in this wall and then you drill all the way down, it takes you to the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
So he figures that out, and then in the movie, it's pretty badass. He builds a team, he's talking to everybody, but it really emphasizes how much this guy smokes weed. And then one guy confronts him, he's like, why do you smoke that shit so much in front of me? He's, I'm getting tired of smelling like weed all the time. And he's like, bro, when you smoke this, that's how I got this idea. And he's just going like in this rant of like hallucinations, like, and like he's like, this opens your brain to see in a different perspective, and blah blah blah. And he's like, that's why I got these ideas. And then he's asking the guy, but how are we gonna get inside and rob these things? And he's like give me time. But and then he's like, I just need to let the weed do its magic.
Yeah.
And then they make this machine, and they don't rob the actual safe, they rob the little safes. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the deposit boxes or whatever? Yeah.
So they build this machine and just drills a hole like this, and it breaks it, and then they open it. Mm. And they stole about, I think it said 14 million.
Out of deposit boxes?
Yeah, out of a whole bunch. I think they were in there for a few hours, and they ended up stealing all that, and they never got caught. They ended up leaving. They went through that hole, and they figured out like how they left, but by the time they figured out, they were already gone.
Yeah.
So, and then they never got caught. The main guy didn't get caught. Everybody else did, actually. Everybody else, at the end of the movie, everybody got caught.
They didn't snitch or nothing?
I think even if they did, I got to finish watching. There's like 5 more minutes. But the main guy, I don't know if he ever got caught, but they didn't get caught.
Is it a true story?
Mm-hmm. It's based on a true story. And
it's a Chapo type shit.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I love.
Is it in
movies.
Spanish?
Yeah, it's in Spanish.
I can't do it.
So I don't know if it's like in English too. But
like or what's that fucking show, bro? Real quick.
what show?
The show that was in Chinese that everybody was fucking raving about.
What the fuck?
The games.
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Yeah.
If that show wasn't 10 out of 10 so good, I couldn't have watched it because the words don't match the subtitles, and it drives me fucking nuts. Like
I didn't even realize that.
God, because it's in Chinese or Korean or whatever, but the subtitles, it's in English.
Yeah.
But the words don't match their lips, and that drives me crazy, bro. If that show wasn't so good, I couldn't have watched it. But it's just so good, I had to watch it.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry, that was just a quick reference as to why I couldn't watch like foreign films.
All right. Squid Games was fire though.
Can't wait for the second season.
Yeah, I heard it was on a true story. Well, there's rumor, conspiracy.
True story.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
There's a higher power. Well,
Hell no.
I don't
believe that shit.
Anyways,
that's just to get views up, bro.
Let's try and get into this conspiracies, bro. I got this. I was ready, bro.
I actually do got three. One's off the top, but these other two I kind of got a little bit of.
Okay, so I'll start off with my one. It's a small one, but they're. How do I start this conspiracy, bro? Okay.
Actually, I got 4.
Viral audio illusions conspiracy.
Viral audio illusions conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Vake.
Or I would like just to call it a control frequency mind control conspiracy.
Okay, that was a little.
Okay, I'll call it mind frequency. No.
Let's just call it mind control.
Mind control frequency.
There we go.
Conspiracy.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so that's this conspiracy. I was watching it on YouTube, and it was just talking about how in music, movies, shows, there's a high frequency that younger people can hear, as far as kids.
Yeah.
So they put it in these songs, in these shows to basically manipulate you. And like make you want to keep listening to the song, but that's just like the tip of the iceberg of the meaning of the frequency. So basically, I mean, we can go in any rabbit hole with this, but basically with these frequencies, there could be like mind control, just controlling you as a person or manipulating your mind as a kid. So when you grow up, you see the world in this type of perspective.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Mike?
So I just saw this TikTok, and I don't know why I didn't save it, bro, because it was super trippy. But there's this clip of Lil Uzi, the rapper, at one of his concerts. He was like, he was playing a song. He was like, hey, y'all have already heard this song 1,000 times. Y'all are going to hell and y'all don't even know it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So it's like a 10-step process. I forgot what the process is called, but like you kill somebody, you blah, 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 something. And then it creates this thing. And when somebody listens to it, they're giving into this thing, so it's basically giving them a ticket to hell. So in one of his songs, I wish I would have saved it, but I didn't want to really get into it because it's kind of creepy. But at his concert, he was like, hey, all y'all are going to hell and y'all don't even know it. Y'all already heard this song this many times. It's like a ritual that rappers do. Gets this ritual out there so people listen to it, and then they're doomed. Yeah. Apparently. It's a theory, of course, but
kind of like the
really
Astro
creepy.
World shit too, right?
Yeah, but the Little Uzi one is like, because he even said it. He's like, y'all are all going to hell and y'all don't even know it. And he's like, it's at a concert, live concert. It's on video. Like, y'all are going to hell. Y'all don't even know it. Yeah. So it's like he did this. It's like a ritual. It's scary, bro. I wish I would have saved it. But
thing about him with the stone on his head, that's something to do with him sacrificing his body or something like that.
Yeah. I don't even like to get into shit like that, bro, because I'm like, hey, don't come for me.
But that's my little one.
Okay.
What you got?
So my little one in comparison to my other ones, bro. So one of the biggest movies of all time, the Titanic.
Oh yeah.
People have probably heard that. It's literally probably
Titanic conspiracy.
I would say top 5 biggest movies of all time.
Yeah,
by
for
far.
sure.
So the theory on this one is that Jack, the main character, protagonist, whatever, is a time traveler. Yeah, time traveler. So he was merely put on that ship to make sure the Titanic sank, to make sure history doesn't mess up, like to make sure everything falls in line how it's supposed to. So when Rose, it all starts when Rose is at the edge of the ship trying to kill herself.
Yes.
He comes and saves her, and he
stops her.
Yeah, stops her from killing herself, because if she kills herself, it's an emergency situation. The Titanic's going to have to turn around, go back to the dock. Because if somebody dies on the ship, you got to turn around, go back. So that's the beginning of it. And then while he's talking to Rose, like throughout the movie, he mentions he went and rode on the Santa Monica Pier roller coaster.
Yes.
So the Titanic sank in 1912. Okay. The Santa Monica roller coaster was not built until 1917.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another one is, he told Rose he used to fish with his dad or grandpa or something on Lake Wissota, which is a man-made lake, also made in 1917, 5 years after the Titanic ever sank. So I don't know if it was unintentional or if that was kind of like just a script that they didn't really pay attention to all the facts or the timelines of everything that they just threw in there. But it kind of seems like they made it to where Jack is a time traveler, to where he was there strictly to make sure the Titanic sank. And then at the end of the movie, have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah, at the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie, they were like, hey, yeah, it was her. And she's telling the story of Jack, and they're like, yo.
Who's Jack?
Who is Jack? There's records of everybody else that died. There is no such thing as this Jack character that you speak of. Like, he's never existed. There's no records of him on the ship. His body was never found, blah, blah. So it's just crazy, like, and it's, of course, it's just a movie. It's not a real life thing, but it's just a conspiracy, like a theory that what if the creators of the movie, I think it was Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest directors of all time, if it was him, I don't remember, I might be talking out my ass, but if he really put that much thought into that movie, bro, it makes it even 100 times better than it already is. And it's already one of my favorite movies of all time, but it's crazy to think about, like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Like,
and people really dig into the shit, and they like pull all the facts and like come up with these theories, and you're like, damn.
Yeah. But
so that's kind of my small.
That's a good one though. I like it.
It's true.
When I heard it,
I've seen that movie like 100 times. That's one of my favorite movies, bro. And when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck, like, bro.
Yeah.
But it's legit. It's crazy.
Yeah. So this other one I have, it's called. I don't even know what the fuck you would call it. I would call it like like a higher power trying to control everyone.
Okay.
But let me fucking read this real quick. Okay. Yeah, like higher power trying to control everyone and profit off everyone as much as they can. Kind of evil. So there's a company called 23andMe. I don't know if you ever heard about the company. It's by Ancestry. So you basically
excuse me,
give them like a DNA test, and then they pull up all your info and see where your roots are from and whatever, right? So there's two things that this conspiracy goes into that happens. One thing is that now they have your DNA, so they know what kind of medication to, prescribe to you or want to sell to you when they're making, and they can make it. They can make a survey or do their thing to figure out what kind of medication, and kind of what happened with the opioid crisis and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. It can go into something like that. But then the more weird part about it is that the founder of 23andMe, it's a lady, and the founder of Google, which is a man, they're married, right? And then Google made a huge investment of, what was it? Is it 3.9 million in 2007, bro?
2007?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's just like, why did Google make this investment?
Yeah.
And they did it because obviously to hold the data and then in the long picture, Google wants to make a technology where you reverse age. So instead of aging old, you're going to age young.
Like kind of like a Benjamin Button type deal.
So you take whatever to age young, but in 50 to 70 years, you won't have DNA or anything from when you were like 20 or 15 as a kid. So whenever you gave your DNA to 23andMe when you were like at a younger age, ideally, they keep that, they freeze it. So then later on, when you need it, they're going to sell it back to you for thousands of dollars.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up. And then that also, it doesn't just have to be your DNA. It can be someone else's that could be younger. So just another younger kid.
Kind of a couple movies that kind of, I feel like, touch on that, but in a different light.
And then that big YouTubers that have a younger kid audience, they promote this 23andMe a lot. So they're like, hey, 23andMe, like, gonna send my DNA to so-and-so.
Yeah, I've heard it before, bro. I'm not familiar with it. I've heard it from
So they
somebody.
keep this DNA and they freeze it. So then supposedly later, with Google's technology and 23andMe, they can sell it to you later for this reverse aging technology, which is not really a conspiracy. It's more like an evil thing.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up. So
yeah,
that's that. But I don't know. It's scary seeing stuff like that because big companies, big corporations, I feel like they have so much money and they want to do so many weird things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's...
So that's mine. I don't know what you got after that.
So I'm kind of torn between two. I have kind of two more. I have a brain full of theories, bro, but just some of them I don't have as much information on. So my main one I can either get into right now or save it for last, but this is my favorite, and it's probably not even that big of a deal to some people, but this shit threw me for a loop. Or I can just get into the motivational theory right now.
Get into the little one first, the smaller one,
which is the motivational theory. Okay. So the motivational theory, it's kind of motivational. So when you're born to when you're 7 years old, that's when you kind of form your habits. That's when you learn the most. That's kind of how you form. That's when you take in the most knowledge and kind of form who you're going to be as a person. Blah blah blah. Whatever. From when you're 0 to 7. So when you're about to go to sleep, right before you fall asleep, you fall into a state of unconsciousness. It's called the theta. The theta phase or something like that. So it's when you're not conscious, but you're not quite unconscious. It's kind of a subconscious thing. So the theory is, I don't know if it's been proven, I was just doing some research on it, but if you put in your earphones, and that's why I guess some people, successful people, fall asleep with their earphones in, because when you're in this state of theta, when you're in your subconscious mind, you put in your earphones of something that you want to manifest, if you were in sales, maybe Grant Cardone or Gary Vee or something like that, you wanted to manifest something. You put in your earphones every night when you're about to go to sleep. Though whatever you're listening to, it's not in your conscious mind. It goes directly to your subconscious mind. So it's basically like you're a kid learning new things, learning new tricks of the trade, whatever, and you're kind of forming new habits. So it's like you put these earphones in while you're falling asleep, your subconscious takes in all this information, and then unknowingly your subconscious kind of takes over and you're doing all these things to make you more successful, picking up new habits, doing all these things just by listening to whatever you want your life to be.
When you go to sleep.
Yeah, when you're on the verge of falling asleep, that's when your theta phase kicks in, and that's when you it's the same phase as when you're 0 to 7, when you learn all these new things, kind of forms who you are. The theta phase is kind of the same thing. So put your earphones in when you're going to sleep, listen to something motivational. Don't listen to sad music, don't listen to fucking rap, because that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting this life, but listen to some motivational shit, and it's a theory, but it's it's worth a try.
I'm gonna try that shit tonight.
Yeah, when you're about to go to sleep, bro, your subconscious mind will be taking in all this information, and then you won't even know the next morning that you ever listened to it, because you think you're asleep, but then gradually you'll see that your life's starting to change because your subconscious mind is taking over. Because a lot of the things you do every day, you're not doing consciously. Your subconscious is doing it for you just because that's just what you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to think about that you can kind of change the way you think, the way you live, just by listening to the right things when you go to bed.
Interesting.
And that was I forgot his name. That was a renowned scientist, bro. Brain study. He's in it. He knows what he's talking about. But there's no way to really prove it.
Yeah. Are we still good here? Okay.
But yeah.
That's the same way that you learn how to lucid dream.
Yeah, I
lucid
guess.
Dream.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No, I know what lucid dreaming is, but but it's, I don't know. It's crazy to me.
All right. So this is where it get into because were you gonna talk about the flat Earth or no?
I was gonna let you get into it and kind of touch on it
Okay.
because
I thought that was your big theory.
no, that's not
okay.
a big one. No.
All right. We're probably gonna wrap. Like, we're gonna go into the deep ones now, and they'll probably be the last two things we'll talk about.
I have like one that's like crazy to me. It might not be crazy to you, but it's like
it's your last one, right?
yeah, fucking
Okay.
my head up.
One I made this one up.
Hold on.
What, dude?
I can't do this without taking another shot because my brain's gonna fry.
Okay, come on.
Oh, you want one too?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Delaney? Let's see. Like this, bro. Mine, I'm probably over exaggerating a lot, but it's like
All right, this one I made up. Literally,
you made it up.
I made this one up.
It's probably out there somewhere though, right?
Maybe. I was watching two things, and I was just like, oh, hold the fuck up. What if this is,
Kind of put the.
I kind of put one and one together and made them into one theory.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah. So, all right, I called it the civilization theory.
Civilization theory.
Civilization. Yeah, civilization.
I feel like you need to come up with a better word. Wow. Are you serious? I mean, it's a little fucking late now, bro.
I was getting excited, dude. Oh my god. Ugh. Why is that so bad? Did you think that was water?
I was just trying to pretend it was water because that's what you went for. So.
Anyways, okay, I will call it
Hey, we'll come up with a name with it after you talk about it, and then we'll like brainstorm on
Okay.
what the name should be.
So there's two people that I think that are super powerful in the world, and we live in the U.S. So I'm gonna say Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
Probably the two most powerful people in the United States.
So Mark Zuckerberg is all about the metaverse, right? Elon Musk is all about Mars, exploring
Space, yeah.
the moon, right?
Getting the world to space, yeah.
So, okay, obviously now Facebook is still Facebook, but he changed the company name to Meta.
Meta, yeah.
And then we have Elon, SpaceX, trying to go see Mars, trying to explore.
He wants to colonize Mars.
He wants to colonize Mars, right? And you wonder, I wonder why. Same thing with Mark. Why does he want to explore the metaverse and this technology? So what if that Mark Zuckerberg is some type of, obviously an alien, or a different type of human, but we would call them aliens because they're extraterrestrial, because they're not from here.
Yeah,
right? Same thing with Elon. He's not from fucking Earth.
I was just talking about, like
so,
before the podcast.
Yeah, he's not from Earth. So what if these humans are trying to go back home? You know what I'm saying? So Mark Zuckerberg's trying to go back into his home and find basically where he came from, which was in the meta universe that can go into be like a simulation or just a technology type of world, where Elon is an alien that just lived in Mars and he's trying to go home. And that's why they're so gravitated to these two universes.
Yeah.
And then also too, and I think there's many people out there that you can say or make an argument about that they're, Elon's type of aliens or Mars type of aliens. Because you got people NFTs, blah, 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 and those are obviously like meta aliens. And then you got in the podcast, Logan Paul says he wants to die in Mars. So I don't know. This is a long shot, dude. This is why I made this up. And I was like, what if that motherfucker is like, his people are from Mars, like Elon's people.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a strange fella. Elon, don't come for me. I know you got all the money.
Yeah, that's the conspiracy theory that I made up, that they're trying to go back home. Conspiracy.
Yeah, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, or maybe it wasn't Joe Rogan. It was it wasn't Joe Rogan. Do not come after me, TikTok. Like I misspoke. Elon Musk on some kind of podcast, and whoever the podcast host was like, "Hey, Elon, what is the % chance that we colonize Mars in your lifetime?" And I think he said like 80%, bro.
Yeah, it was up there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In that video, and they're like, and he's like, I forgot what
Oh shit.
I forgot what it was, but he was like, this is not ideal. Like, we're going to die. If I go up there, I'm probably going to die up there. It's like not a rich people. Because the theory of the podcast host was that it's a getaway for rich people. When the world is ending, it's kind of a escape hatch for rich people to go to and survive. So Elon Musk was basically like, hey, conditions on Mars are not ideal for human life. It's going to take so long to get there. When you get there, the conditions are way worse than Earth, so you have to plan and you have to be able to build a base within a certain amount of time, blah, blah. So your chances of survival are like 5% or something like that. And I don't know, bro. It's just weird to me that Elon Musk he knows some shit that we don't know, bro, because he's so confident.
But, bro, he came out of nowhere. If you think about it, he came
like
out of
what,
nowhere.
like 5 years ago?
5 years
probably,
ago.
bro. I've never heard of Elon Musk before.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew him because of he made PayPal. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Him and someone else basically created PayPal.
He is.
And then he's always, I don't know how long he's been involved with Tesla.
He created it, right?
I don't think he did.
I thought he did.
I don't remember. But
yeah, I know he created SpaceX.
Yeah, that's his.
That's the big thing. SpaceX is like competes with NASA. But they're like big.
I think Tesla was already a company and like it branched out because I think it was called Nikola Tesla. And then it branched out to be Tesla.
Nikola Tesla was like 1800s, bro.
I don't know then. I could be wrong.
Because Nikola Tesla was the person.
Yes.
But he was like 1800s or early 1900s or something.
Which is a lot of conspiracies about him too.
Oh, yeah. He was probably, I think he was an evil genius.
Yeah.
Evil genius.
I'm going to say one more thing because I know we're going to get into yours and mine at the end. Pretty good. So you know psychedelic drugs, right? DMT, shrooms.
I know. Yeah,
like that,
I know what they are. Never partaked in them, but I've drank some shroom tea, but I've never done drugs.
So, and this is just kind of like
drugs.
Why is this? When people take these drugs, they seem
Welcome back to the False Nine Podcast.
Sorry for the quality change. Now, I was going to talk about. Hallucinated. What is it called? Hallucic drugs. I forgot even how to say.
Hallucinogens.
Whatever. DMT, mushrooms,
acid.
Yeah. So those type of drugs, they make you hallucinate and they make you see and feel some type of way.
Allegedly.
And people talk about the same type of trip all the time. And the most common ones, as far as with DMT and shrooms.
What is DMT? I really don't know.
We produce it in our brain.
So it's a natural chemical that those kind of drugs they
and it can it's found in plants. It's found in a lot of popular. It's found commonly. It's not something super rare.
Yeah,
but not a lot of people smoke it. You have to smoke it.
Okay.
And so it's more about the DMT. It makes you feel whatever. Some type of way, mellow. It makes you see shit. Mm-hmm. A lot of people say you get like ego death, which means like you lose your ego. Your ego just dies. So you see the world for what it is.
There's a lot of ego that's got to die within me.
So you see the world for what it is, and you're just like, oh, the world's really like this, and you're really happy, and you start to realize that life is life.
Yeah.
But then what I wanted to get into, that the government hides, or they make these drugs sound so bad, like, no, don't do these drugs. Mm-hmm. And the conspiracy behind it is the reason why they don't want you to do these drugs is because when you do these drugs, you see and feel a certain way, and you realize that everything around you, as far as the world and the economy, all that shit is like bullshit. It's fake. It's all evil. It's not meant for good, and you realize that like it's all BS.
But so I've never done any hallucinogens or any of those.
Same thing with marijuana.
Brain out. I've smoked weed, which everybody has. Not in years, like 8 and 9 years. But you got to explain to me how those drugs.
Okay,
because I think the government's bad. I think the world is bad. I think the world is evil.
I forgot. Also, weed makes you like think a little different and puts you in a different state of mind, right?
Yeah.
So with these drugs, I'd never done anything but smoke some weed. But what if experience is that you do go into a state of mind where you start to ask all these questions. Why this? Why that?
Have you ever seen those memes, like old time on Twitter, like, oh my God, it was like a guy with a fucking hood on, like, bro.
Yeah,
he had his eyes big. It's like these memes. It's like, asking crazy ass questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, I'm sure
And-
TikTok knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
and so basically, the thing is that when you go into these state of minds, you start to realize that you. Then this is a theory. You start to realize that you're in a simulation. You start to realize that this isn't real, that this is all fake, or you start to even realize it goes to the point where you start to realize that you're just like atoms. You're just a living organism in this big ass fucking world, and you're so small, like you're nothing. You realize that you're nothing, bro.
Mhm.
You know, you're just this tiny speck in this big fucking universe. So like, why, like, take the world so serious? Why do you have this big ego? Like,
Yeah.
you start to feel these things. I never been in this state of mind, but that's what they talk about. And you start to realize these things. So you stop taking yourself so fucking serious. You start taking life so serious, and you're just like, man, this is all.
Start living more
Yeah.
naturally, because if you think about it, bro, I've had a lot of, like, not really in Texas, but when I was back where I'm from, North Carolina, I had a lot of really good friends that were like hippies, bro. Like, they did the psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
They smoked weed, and they just always seemed like the happier people. Like, they were carefree. They were like, bro, like, it is what it is type shit.
Yeah. Just
And I'm
smoke
like,
some
bro,
weed.
how?
Yeah.
I got the anxiety. Like, how can you be like this? But, like, they were just kind of in tune with their self, in tune with nature, in tune with the world. And they were like, bro, it is what it is.
Mhm.
What will be is what will be, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it makes me want to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
But
And I want us to go into this a little bit, okay? So
this same thing?
my next theory.
Okay.
You'll probably finish off.
Yeah, I
Me.
won't mine to be last, bro, because it's
So damn.
bro, mine too. But I think
Did you know?
Oh, sorry.
Did you know that if we're in outer space and you take a picture of the Earth, you can only get 3% of it?
Didn't.
So
I didn't know that.
basically, all the pictures of the Earth, they're fucking. It's
Fake.
not one picture.
Yeah.
It's multiple pictures into one.
Yep. Yeah.
So I didn't fucking know this
Well,
till today.
I didn't know this, but it's like, it kind of makes sense because of the tiny speck that you are in space compared to the Earth, which is a huge, in comparison to you, there's no way you can get all that.
So when the satellite image, it takes a picture, it's only 3% of the Earth.
Yeah.
So-
So let me just put this in perspective. So, you know, in a lot of these people's cars, in your car, I think, because you have an updated car.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the surround view camera in your car.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your front view mirror, your front view camera, your rear view camera, and the side view cameras. And the bird's eye view camera, everybody knows there is no bird's eye view camera in your car. It assumes.
Yeah,
It assumes. Because it takes everything that's surrounding you and assumes the bird's eye view.
That's exactly what it is with the pictures of
An
the Earth.
assumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's all these images put into one. And then the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's a hard ass argument about the Earth being flat, right? There's a lot of people that talk about this shit.
I just want to point out.
And then
I've just recently jumped on that fucking train.
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I was always like, bro, flat earthers, shut the fuck up. You're stupid as fuck. But literally within this it's crazy you bring this up now, because if you would have brought this up last week, I'd have been like, bro, shut the fuck up. But within this last week, bro, continue.
And then, right. That's just one thing, right? And this is a flat earth conspiracy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm not going to answer anyways. So then another thing is that happened in the United States history is that we lose all footage of the moon landing. It doesn't fucking exist. We don't have it. We can't find it. It's
I don't believe in the moon
supposedly been destroyed, right?
Yeah.
And people say the moon landing. What the fuck is that? Ugh.
Oh, it's a caterpillar.
No, don't do that. Kill that shit.
It's a caterpillar, bro.
Dude, kill it. You just killed it with your... Here. Or use your water bottle.
Oh, it is.
Ugh. Damn, we're gonna have to cut that out. Stop.
No, it's a clip, bro.
It's a what?
It's a clip. That's a good clip.
No,
Fuck
it's
that caterpillar.
Bro, why did you do that?
What did you want me to do, bro? This is a.
Where did it come from?
It can't. It's on the web. Caterpillars have webs, bro.
Oh, can you give me?
It's fucking disgusting, bro. Man, you might get fucking some crazy shit happening to you. You might turn into a fucking worm.
Okay. Anyways, the moon landing, all that shit. It what is it called? They lose all the footage, and then what?
No, go ahead.
And then also too, the technology supposedly they used to go to the moon, that technology has been destroyed. And so this goes into the thing like the Earth. It could say like, you know, some images could be fake, some could be real.
Achoo! Bless you.
Bless me. And that there's a video of the moon landing, right? And then you see the flag of the United States of America that like it, you know,
waving.
it's waving, and it's like there's no fucking air.
There's no
air
no wind in space.
In space.
Yeah.
So, and then, right? So then that's just a little whatever insert. You know, there's a flag of the United Nations. I don't know if you've seen this part yet. There's a flag of the United Nations, and supposedly it's a original like view of the Earth, and it's flat. And the flag of the United Nations, and I'll pop it up right here when I do the TikTok clip, which I never do.
Yeah, it pisses me off because that one episode I was like, "Hey, put the Simpsons clip right here," and you never fucking did it.
So this is the United Nations flag right here, right? Boom.
Hold on, let me see.
So that's all the work. That's the Earth in the flat perspective.
Okay.
And then you see the little stuff in the barrier, right? The little like thing.
The feathers.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
That's supposedly this is Earth, and then that's Antarctica. So Antarctica borders the Earth, and that in the 1950s they made a law. They signed a treaty, the United Nations, that nobody is allowed to travel to Antarctica.
Yeah. Well, so you can't fly. You can't fly over it.
You can't fly over it, but there's certain way. Like you just can't fucking show up and explore.
Yeah.
You know, you can only go here. You know, there's people there, and they're controlling the surrounding environment, and so it makes people think like, why are they protecting Antarctica? Like, what's there? Why?
Yeah.
So, what were you gonna insert about that?
Well, it's crazy because literally, I feel like every single week, bro, when we do the podcast, we always have different theories, but we always know, like when you bring up a theory, I know I just seen it this past week. It's like it's just trippy to me. But anyways, so to touch on the Antarctica thing, the walls of Antarctica are just big, huge blocks of ice, like starting out, and you're not allowed to travel over Antarctica. So it's kind of, the theory is that that's kind of the end and the ends of the ends of the Earth.
Yeah,
because you can't travel over it. And one of these theories that I was looking at is like the Earth is flat, blah blah. But what if the land that we know, like all the Earth that has been explored, is not all the Earth that there is? Like, so if you go like over Antarctica, like past Antarctica, but nobody would know because you're not allowed to go over there. Like, what if there's a whole nother type of world over there? Because you don't know. But I think it's really trippy that you can explore anywhere you want on the Earth, except for where the Earth ends, which is the blocks of ice, the walls of ice of Antarctica. So, and then another thing, when you were talking about the moon, the footage being whatever, I saw clips, and they were like real live clips of all the astronauts that have ever been to the moon, allegedly have ever been in the moon. This guy went up to them, every single one, individually, and interviewed them and said, swear on the Bible that you went to the moon. Like, put your hand on the Bible and swear to God, swear on the Bible that you went to the moon and you landed on the moon, blah, blah. Not one of them astronauts, not one did it. Not one. They said they either brushed them off like, I'm going to hit you in your fucking face, or like, I don't do that, blah, blah, blah. But not one astronaut that's ever been to the moon can swear on the Bible that they went to the moon.
Damn.
And if I went to the moon, I'd be like, bro, I swear on the, like, it's nothing. No, like when you go to court, you're like, I swear I'm telling the truth, nothing but the truth. But not one of them astronauts can swear on the Bible that they went to the moon.
That's crazy.
And if you look, even the the spacecraft that it was like a tragic thing like some years ago in the 90s or something where the six I think it was like a school teacher and some civilians went up in the spacecraft to go to space, and it blew up in midair when everybody was watching. So there's photos of these people still alive.
Oh wow!
Like if you know how people are like professional, like they can like take you from this age and see what you're gonna look like at this age.
Yeah.
So they took these pictures or what they would look like, and they took pictures of these people and were like, they're still alive.
Damn.
Like the people that went up in space, they didn't make it to space because the spaceship blew up. It was some huge tragedy, blah, 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 whatever. They're still alive.
Damn.
And if you look at it, another flat earth, like I'm about 70-30 on the flat earth. Like I've never in my fucking life considered a flat earth until like this past week, bro.
I didn't consider it till today. So
yeah, like 70-30, bro. But if you look at every single spaceship, every rocket, every anything that's ever went to space, it starts off on a straight trajectory towards space, then it curves.
Yeah.
Like every single one curves.
Yeah.
Like there's a dome. Mm-hmm. So they never go straight up. They always start straight up and then they curve.
Yes.
So it's like there's a dome, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then
I don't even want to get into it, bro, because I'll probably piss some people off, but I'm like.
But then there's also supposedly when Elon sent out a what is it called? He sent out a Tesla to space. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know about this, but a few years back, or I don't know how long it's been, he sent a Tesla to space, right? So the rocket ship goes up and it does its curve. Yeah, I remember this part.
Do you know about the curve thing?
No, I didn't know it. Now I didn't realize it till now. It's so fucking true.
Yeah.
And it took its curve, whatever, and then in the footage that's out there, it flashes like literally a millisecond, like that it's in the studio. Mm-hmm. It flashes, and that's it. Yeah. And then it goes back like, oh, it's they're in space. Like they're in space now. It flashes like they're in the studio, and it goes back to space. Yeah. And like literally like that. So
you gotta think, bro. Like, I know you've seen the movies, like the Interstellar or all these space movies that make like. If you didn't know it was a movie, you might believe it's like real. So who's to say this could all be like I've always believed the moon landing wasn't real because it was.
There's no hard evidence, bro.
Well, JFK was the president then, and usually the president knows everything. Yeah, like they know what's going on, when it's going on, blah blah. JFK in a press conference or whatever said they were in a race with like who was it, like Russia. Europe or Russia
and the Chinese.
Okay, he said in a press conference or interview or whatever, he said, hey, we'll be on the moon in the next 10 years. Literally, like, weeks later, they were on the moon. Yeah. The fucking president would know that y'all are about to go to the moon. He wouldn't say, hey, in the next decade, we're going to be on the moon. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't believe in the moon landing. I've always said that. The flat earth is kind of new to me, but the moon landing, I've never believed in.
Yeah. I never got into it, but kind of. Now I don't even believe on it. What we'll finish off with your conspiracy, Brody.
Bro, okay.
Hope your phone doesn't fucking die.
No, bro. First, I gotta give you the definition of what the conspiracy theory is called. The solipsism. Solipsism theory.
What does that mean?
I'm about to tell you. Okay. Let me take this shot because it literally. I've been thinking about this every day since I saw this, and it fucks my brain so hard. I don't even like to think about it because it just fucks me so hard. Okay. So let me just do this. You want one?
No, I'm good.
'Cause you might need it.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
This is for the false nine because this theory, I hope it fucks your brain as hard as it fucked mine, or else I'm gonna feel like a fucking idiot.
Why? Oh, that's nasty, dude.
All right, bro.
Solipsism.
And I might be severely over exaggerating, but I think this is the craziest theory I have ever heard in my fucking life.
Go for it, bro.
Okay. And you're probably gonna look at me like I'm a fucking idiot afterwards because you're like, bro, that's not even that crazy. Or even TikTok's gonna
we'll see.
Light me up. But anyways, okay. I'm just trying to build up anticipation. All right. So solipsism. The definition of solipsism, okay? Yeah. I'm just giving you
This hype better be fucking real.
I'm giving it to you straight from the fucking dictionary. All right. Solipsism is the philosophical idea that only one's mind is sure to exist. As an epistemological position, solipsism holds that knowledge of anything outside one's own mind is unsure. The external world and other minds cannot be known and might not exist outside the mind. As a metaphysical position, solipsism goes further to the conclusion that the world and other minds do not exist. So, to put that in fucking dummy terms, the solipsism theory states that, from my perspective, I cannot prove that you exist. I cannot prove that she exists. I cannot prove that any of this exists. The only thing I can be sure of is that my mind exists. My own consciousness exists. So now
bro,
really,
hold on.
No. You really gotta like.
I'm like,
it's trippy.
the fuck out
it's
right
trippy. It's trippy. So I can touch you. I can feel you. I can touch all these things. But me touching them, I cannot prove that they exist.
Yeah.
Like there is no way that I can prove to you, if you're real, that this table exists. If you ask me, hey, is this table here?
I'll be like, yeah, it's here.
Prove it. But it's my mind. The only thing I can prove that exists is my consciousness and my mind. So like a kid with their imaginary friend, you and me, we cannot tell that they exist. But this kid is 100% sure that this imaginary friend exists, bro. So this,
bro, this kind of reminds me of the thing to do with the frequency theory, because there's also, you know, those videos that you hear something and it says one thing and then you're like, okay, but now look for this other word, and you hear the other word,
bro. Like when you're like, the needle is black, or
the black needle or green light. I think it's green light,
bro.
But you hear.
I was just making up some crazy shit, but bro, that shit blows my mind.
But okay, hold on. Now I'm gonna tie in. So you and your mind, whatever, right? But if you, and then also too, if you watch a video and you know what it's gonna sound like, you anticipate the sound, and you kind of project the sound that it's gonna make. So maybe like what you're saying, like I was hitting the table, I am anticipating the sound, I'm making the sound up, and you see me hitting the table, and you anticipate the sound. Or is that too fucking weird?
No, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it, because my mind exists, and to you, I might not exist.
Yeah.
But to me, the only thing I can prove without a shadow of a doubt, is that my mind exists, my consciousness exists. There is no physical, mental, anything way I can prove that you exist. I don't give a shit how real you think you are. I don't care about any of that. I cannot prove that you are real. You might be a figment of my mental. Like, so me saying, is this table real? My mind might be making up. To prove that this table is real, I might be asking another non-existent object, is this table real? Just to prove to my own self that this fucking table is real. Like if me and you, the video that I saw, so if me and you were both looking at the Eiffel Tower, okay? And you asked me, is the Statue of Liberty, are we standing in front of the Statue of Liberty? I would have to say no. I mean, or you would say, does the Statue of Liberty exist?
Yeah.
I couldn't say yes because there's no proof that the Statue of Liberty exists. We're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. If you asked me if the Eiffel Tower exists, I would say
yes.
Yeah, but even though the Statue of Liberty might exist, there's no way I can prove it.
Yeah.
Like
but what if we go there?
There's still no way I can prove it. Like there's no way you or me can prove that anybody or anything other than ourselves exists. So this could all be
So everyone on fucking TikTok, don't fucking bash us on the comments because you guys do this.
Think about it. But think about it.
Yes, because think about it. If you,
I think
people say this all the time.
So
people
fucking crazy to me, bro.
Look, people be like, bro, I pay my bills, I pay my house, I do this, I do that.
Prove it.
Exactly.
Prove it.
You'll be like, oh, I got it on my phone. I pay.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that your phone exists. Please prove that your mom exists. Prove to me that your dad exists. Prove to me that your friends exist. Prove to me that the house you live in is not a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
If anybody can prove that to me without a shadow of a doubt, I'll give you all the money I make for the rest of my fucking life. But there's no way that you can prove to me that any of this that we're looking at right here exists.
Yeah.
There's no.
Sure.
The only thing you can be sure of that exists is your fucking mind.
Yeah.
And that's
your conscience.
That's the solipsism theory. Like, so when you dream,
well, dreams are powerful.
Dreams are powerful, and sometimes you wake up and you're like, bro, was that real? Was that what? But dreams are not real, bro. Yeah. So I don't.
Yeah.
It trips me out, bro.
Even now, like we're talking about conspiracy.
Like you're fucking fake.
No. Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My conscience.
Your conscience exists.
Yeah.
Maybe
for me.
But for me,
yeah.
Like,
either
bro, if
you're fake to me or I'm fake to you.
But we both might be fake to each other, but we don't know because you cannot prove to me that you exist, bro. You can't.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like I
can show you an ID and all that, but I can't prove that I'm real.
You can't prove to me that you're real because this is my mind,
and there's no way to prove it.
And okay, take for example, it's like when you see a homeless guy, on the side of the street. Like I literally, when I first moved to Waco, I lived in these rough apartments, like right outside the hood. I saw this guy get in a physical fist fight with somebody who was not there. No, hear me out. I saw this guy.
This is going viral.
I saw this guy, bro, and I can't remember. I don't know who I told. I think I told baby mama because this is when we were together. This was years ago.
You probably told Dalton.
And I think I might have told Dalton. Yeah. Bro, I saw this guy straight up.
Was he struggling?
Fight? Yes. I straight up saw him fight somebody that was not there, bro.
What?
So you cannot tell me if I would have went up to that guy and been like, hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody there. Mm-hmm. He might have tried to kill me. Yeah. He's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I know you've seen it, like homeless people or whatever.
Yeah.
Talking to somebody.
Talking to themselves.
They believe is there, bro. They're like talking to a person that they think is there.
Yeah.
They can't prove that they're there at all, but they truly believe that they are there.
Yeah.
So you can't tell, like I'm talking to you right now. Somebody else might look at me and be like, bro, who the fuck are you talking to? I cannot prove that you exist.
Yeah.
Just like this homeless person who was fighting himself. This ripped off his shirt. He ripped off his shirt. Alvaro, you know how many fights I've been in? Yeah. Bro, I know what a fight looks like. And this dude ripped off his shirt and was fist fighting a fucking air, bro. He was fist fighting air like it was the most intense fight I ever seen, and there was only one person involved. I was like, get his ass, cuz, get him, yeah.
It's just
hit him
air, bro.
That's
insane.
But I was
he
like
getting hit? Like,
no, he was eating. Yeah, he was fucking him up. But I'm like, bro, thinking back on it, like when I looked at him, I was like, bro, this dude is fucking crazy. Like, who the fuck is he fighting? But it was an intense fight. Look, listen to me. So if I think blue is blue, I am, for my own mind's sake, I am imagining, hey, to prove to myself, to prove to my own mind, hey, is this blue?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna what?
I'm gonna. What's that? What's the word? Project that onto a person that might not exist, so they can help prove to me that I think that what is not real is real. Mm-hmm. So hey, you tell me that blue is blue, so I believe it's blue. So my mind is justified.
Yeah. But
that's just my mind helping me believe that you are real and that I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Just like these fucking people, bro. But no, listen to me. Because I think, like, I know you've seen it, bro. Like, homeless people on the street, crazy people, they're like talking to these people, like, and you're like, bro, who are they talking to? But
crazy.
They might, I mean, what's to say that whoever they're talking to isn't as real as you?
Yeah.
who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm like really tripped out right now.
Bro, when I saw this, I like thought about it. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro, like I'm
No, I need you
bro,
to think about it.
I'm tripped out because look, let me tell you something.
I need you to think about it.
No, I know what the fuck you're talking about, but let me tell you something, bro. There's times I dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have conversations with people.
Yeah.
I never know who these people are, right?
Okay.
And I kid you not, when I wake up, I'm like, I don't know if I'm awake or not, or I'm half asleep. But I wake up.
That's like lucid.
And I'm like still talking. And then
This bitch talks in her sleep all the time, bro.
And then
She did it last night.
I don't know why I'm thinking about that right now, but I talk to a lot of people in my dreams, and I don't know who the fuck they are, and it makes me think like I don't know. I just feel weird now. I just feel weird. I just feel weird.
Think about it. This podcast does not exist.
Yeah.
I do not exist.
Yeah.
Like just like close your eyes.
But this is why.
Just shh.
Okay, let me close my eyes.
Close your eyes real
Close
quick,
my eyes.
bro.
Yeah, my eyes are closed. Close your eyes, TikTok.
Close your eyes, TikTok. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
None of us exist, bro. The only thing that exists that you can prove without a shadow of a doubt is your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
know what you mean.
I can't get this across, bro. If you fucking see a homeless person
Yes.
talking and I know you've seen it at a subway station or something.
Yeah.
These people are talking to these people you do not see.
Yeah.
Full ass conversations.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me what if other people are looking at us like, bro, who the fuck are they talking to?
Oh shit. What if? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I know that she obviously sees us, but what if she like sees me talking and she's like, bro, who the fuck is he talking to?
Yeah.
Like, when I saw that guy fighting that guy, bro, and then
You connected dots. You're like, what?
no, not even then. If I like made fun of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, this dude is fucking nuts. Like, who the fuck is he? But when I say I've seen so many fights, I've been in so many fights,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that is the most intense fight I've ever seen. And there was only one person involved.
That's crazy, bro.
But if I try to tell this dude that, he'll probably beat my ass.
Yeah.
Because I saw him fighting this imaginary person.
Yeah.
And he was whooping this dude.
Damn.
He could fight. Hold on. Now, he might not have been fighting anybody. But if I went up to him and said, bro, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he would have been like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, he might not, that might not have been what he said, but like, he'd be like, bro, like, I see this person. I'm literally fighting this person. Cause he literally, bro, like, he was hands up, shirt off, fucking just squaring up, fucking punching this dude that wasn't even there.
That's crazy. What if you imagine this?
That's what I'm saying. This shit is like, bro, when I say I have to drink plenty of alcohol to even understand what this fucking, like,
Yeah.
it makes you question your existence, not your existence, because you're the only thing you can prove that is real. But Alvaro, you cannot prove.
Bro, I know.
You can't prove that I'm real. You can't prove that I'm real.
But this is why I'm saying now, like with the whole, when I was listening to the whole psychedelics and then also other stuff I seen on TikTok, it's just like, bro, like if this is real or not, it's not that fucking serious.
I understand.
That's how
that.
I feel about it.
And
then now it's just like,
but what if I'm not real? Like, and that trips me out because what if your mind is the mind that is real? Like your consciousness is the only one that's real and you're making all this up. What if I'm not real?
yeah.
I can't prove that I'm real. I can prove to myself that my mind is real. My thoughts are real. What I see is real.
So do you think?
But you can't prove that I'm real.
Do you think this conspiracy could tie into anything like a simulation, Matrix, or no?
I'm gonna say I don't believe in a simulation. I don't believe in that. Even though Elon Musk, probably the most genius mind in the world right now, he believes in a simulation. I don't. I don't know. I just think a simulation is far fetched. I just think.
Bro, haven't you
I
seen those,
wish I didn't.
haven't
even
you
see
seen those
these fucking
videos,
bro?
Those videos of glitches? Have you seen those videos?
Which videos?
Glitches. Like glitches in the real world. Like, you know how like there's a game glitch that happens in real life.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Simulations, bro.
I understand that, bro, but it's just hard for me to. You've ever seen the movie Free Guy?
I don't think so.
We watched it together. I know you've seen it, but so in Free Guy, let me just. It's an older movie, so I can give spoiler alerts, whatever. So in Free Guy, there's a NPC. Do you know what NPC stands for?
No.
Non-playable character.
Okay, yes.
So when just to put it in perspective,
robot.
When you're in Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
you're playing. You see all these people walking on the street that you go beat up
NPC.
or kill. They're NPCs. They're non-playable characters. They're not real. They're just there for you to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So Free Guy is a movie about an NPC, a non-playable character, who comes to life, basically.
Oh, shit.
And he is... So the people that are actually playing this game are like, bro, who is this guy? This is a real guy dressed as an NPC. He's a non-playable character. How is he? Whatever. So I just think that the world, we are all... Like, I think... And this comes back to, like, the higher powers.
Yeah.
The people that make these movies, the people that make these whatever,
Yeah.
bro, I think they know some shit.
Bro, they have to.
Because that movie, watch the movie. It's Ryan Reynolds, bro. You have to watch it.
It's called what? Free Guy?
Free Guy.
I think
It's a really good movie, but he's an NPC that comes to life and he is told that his whole life is not real.
This movie's not old. It came out last year.
Okay. Well, 2 years ago, right?
1 year ago.
Okay. But anyways, he's an NPC, non-playable character that he basically comes to life, and then the people that are actually playing the game tell him, hey, like, bro, what you're seeing, what you're doing every day is not real. You're in a game. You're in a simulation, but he thinks
It's real.
this is his life, this is real. So you can't sit here and tell me with 100% certainty that this life that we're living right now is real.
No, nobody can.
Exactly. That is so fucking scary, bro. Because I don't know if I'm real, bro. I don't even like to talk about it. I don't know if you're real. I don't know if I'm real. I don't know if she's real. And you know, we've both. How old are you?
24.
24. I'm 25. We've both crossed the paths of puberty, wet dreams. When you dream about those dreams, bro, you wake up with a boxer full of cum.
I've only had like one wet dream.
Okay, but still, even one is enough to prove my point.
Okay, what's your point?
When you're dreaming, you wake up and you came in your pants.
I've never had
that was real for you.
I've never had a dream where I actually did like a full shot of nut.
Okay,
like
that's a wet dream. So okay,
I've never had that.
I've had plenty of wet dreams.
Really, like a full jar of
Like
nut.
full fucking ejaculation.
Like if you were beating your shit or having sex.
Like full nut.
I've never experienced. I had like a little J squirt, you know, like pre-cum. That's it.
Okay, so I've had like full on like wet dream.
Wow.
Like yeah, so full on.
Never had that before.
Like full on nut, bro.
No.
And if I woke up the next morning and you told me, like, because the only thing that can really make you come is physical touch, like, right?
Yeah.
Like sex or a stranger's hand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to be weird, but like, yeah. So if I'm in my dream and I wake up and I've came all in my boxers, bro, like full nut, whatever, but it was never real. Like it was all in my imagination. How are you going to tell me that me having sex with a female or you having sex with a female is real when I can literally dream the same shit and wake up the next morning with a boxer full of cum and it not be like it was never real. It was never physical. So how can you explain that to me? Like the same.
Bro, hold on. I got a question. Are wet dreams nice?
They are.
They are?
Yeah. It's just like you're dreaming about.
So you're basically asleep and you bust a nut?
Yeah. You bust a nut.
That
And
must
in
feel
your
nice.
dream, and you wake up and it's there.
Wow.
Yeah. But bro,
I've never had nothing like that.
Bro, I'm just saying, like this.
Okay.
I wish I never would have saw this fucking theory in my life because it has me
So-
rethinking everything.
So what? Okay, go back to what you're saying. You're saying if you can make yourself basically bust without physical touch.
Mm-hmm.
What else were you saying?
I was just saying, like, if I'm dreaming and I wake up the next morning and I've nutted just like I would with a girl, how do I know that the girl that's
like,
you know,
that's
how do I
real.
know this is real? Because I did it in my dream. This could all be it all in my head, bro. Like I'm just the only thing I can prove
All right.
is my mind. Like this,
Guys, we figured the fuck out. We broke the simulation. The way you bust a nut in your dream, and that's how you realize that this shit's fake, bro. So really, I've never busted a nut in my dream. So like, I'm still in the loop, bro.
Hey.
I figured this shit out.
nah, hey,
I figured this shit. I
recommend it.
I'm from
10
the
out
future,
of 10.
bro.
10 out of 10. You don't got to do no work. You just wake up and you feel good.
I never had that feeling, bro.
You never had a wet dream?
No, that I can remember. No, I'm pretty sure you got to remember it, right? It's
Yeah,
gotta be
because you would
memorable.
wake up with some sticky ass underwear.
Nah, bro. No crusty underwear. No nothing. Nothing, bro.
Bro, I think my last one was like when I was like 23. To be honest,
it's been a while.
Like 3 years ago.
I don't know. Anyways, I think that's how we're gonna wrap up the podcast with the wet dreams.
I can never stop talking about this.
Wet dreams.
I could never. I don't even want this podcast to end.
It has to come to an end.
No,
We've been like an hour and 30 minutes already.
I understand. It's just this shit fucks me up, bro.
I mean, do you have anything else to say? You're gonna keep repeating yourself. That's the difference.
I just proves to me that you're real.
Bitch, this podcast is gonna be live forever.
Proves to me that you're real. That's all I'm asking. TikTok proves to me that TikTok is an app, a real app.
Guys on TikTok, prove to me that you're fucking real, and don't just leave a comment. I pay my bills. Give me an actual definition that you're fucking real.
I want to see.
Yeah, that you're fucking real. Prove it.
But they
can't.
They cannot.
We're
Even
gonna get trolled
if
so
I
hard
see
for
these
this.
fucking comments and these likes, I'm like, okay,
Prove it.
cool.
Your comment's gonna be prove
Prove that
it.
this comment is real because my mind could be making it. Like, bro, this shit is so crazy to me. I cannot. Like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't.
All right, guys.
I told you, bro.
I hope you guys enjoyed that crazy podcast. It's been fucking amazing. I mean, I got nothing else to say, bro.
Me either, bro. I'm just.
See you guys next week.
Yeah. Fuck
Peace.
it. See you next
Love.
week.
Love you.
Love.